Hello and welcome to any and everybody that clicked on this video. If this appeared in your feed for some reason and you're seeking some guidance and you felt called to watch this, then there's probably some messages in here that you need to hear. My name is Rachel. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Please keep in mind that this pick a card is a general, collective message. So if you're drawn to a certain pile and everything in that pile doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. There's a lot of people's energies that are going into each pile. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, whatever helps guide you in your journey. If you are interested in a private reading with me, I do those as well. I will leave the contact information in the description. Now, if you yourself are a tarot reader, I'm gonna let you know right now, I read the cards based mostly on my intuition. So you might know a card with a certain meaning and I read it a completely different way. That's because I'm not going off of the meanings of the cards. I'm going off of the imagery and I'm going off of the feeling and my intuition, which is what guides me to give the correct messages that need to come out at this time. So I will leave the timestamps in the description for each pile. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So take a moment, meditate on it if you need to. I know sometimes it's a little bit more immediate and you're just like, all right, we're choosing that one. So, 1, 2, and 3, and the timestamps are below. Go ahead and make your decision. Group 1, this is your reading. I pulled from 6 different decks, by the way. We're going to start off with your Moonology Oracle card and the Star Child Tarot, just to give us some overarching messages and themes for your reading. So for your Star Child Tarot, you got the 8 of Swords, which looks like this. Your Moonology is the new moon in Capricorn, which says your hard work is paying off. So to me, what this feels like, obviously it says your hard work is paying off. So you've been working for something and you may not feel like it's paying off, but it's definitely going to. The 8 of Swords here in the Star Child, I'm going to read directly from this book because I feel like it has really good explanations and it's kind of specific to this deck. So the 8 of Swords suggests an inability to move forward as your perception may be clouded. How are you processing your energy and thoughts? Fear-based thinking may limit your view of the world and keep you in a state of entrapment. If you feel helpless, affected by external circumstances or other people, know that you alone have the power to make a change. It is important to remember that you cannot control the thoughts or views of others, but you can control how you think and react. It is a choice to be disempowered or strong and limitless in your potential. It could mean helplessness or disempowerment, choice, or perspective. So I feel like these do kind of go hand in hand. You've been working very hard and maybe it feels like, you're spinning your wheels and not going anywhere, but let's get into the rest of the cards and see what is going on. Now, I'm not going to be reading reversals. I'm just going to be reading them upright and I'll place them as I can. I'm going to try to fit them all in the screen for you. So we got the Queen of Swords, which is represented by this Amazon. You got the 10 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the King of Cups for this first initial section here. Okay, and then you got the Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Cups. Wow, 3 7s in a row there. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the Sun. Sorry if you can't see it if it's going off screen. I will pick them up when I'm actually reading them for you. And you also got the 2 of Wands, here. You got the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Again, we've got more sevens. You've got the 7 of every single suit here. The 8 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the High Priestess, the 5 of Cups, and the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. So this is a lot. Let's get into it. So with your hard work and feeling trapped, next you have these 5 cards here. So we're looking at the Queen of Swords, the Amazon here. This definitely is warrior energy. It also is Libra, so you could be a Libra. You could be dealing with Libra. You could have strong Libra in your chart, however that resonates to you. This bitch has been through it. She definitely looks like she takes no prisoners, that's for sure. She's got the skull on the ground with the snake there coming out of it. She's looking like she's ready to fight. So it definitely feels like you're a fighter. And you know who you are inside, and you are very developed in the way that you think, and you're not going to let anybody else influence the way you feel. You're very strong-headed is what I keep feeling like I need to say. Like you're kind of stubborn, you're strong-headed. Next you got the 10 of Wands, which is the dragon, which is just more fiery, like go-getter, I'm gonna get this shit kind of energy. Followed by the Page of Swords, which is the Headless Horseman, which to me kind of feels like, you're just kind of going after stuff. Like, yes, you're very passionate and you're very hardworking, but it kind of feels like you're a little bit, directionless. Like you need to have a new way of thinking. Got to get your head on straight. And then that goes to the 9 of Cups here, which is represented by the Kraken. It's got Pisces energy. So you could be a Pisces, you could be dealing with a Pisces. This is just water, which is emotions, which this, is a state of turmoil. So to me, it feels like you're wrestling inside with yourself. Maybe you're letting the thoughts and opinions of other people kind of influence, and it kind of makes you feel like you're going back and forth on what you really want to do versus what other people are saying you can't do or you can do. And you feel like you've worked hard and you should be able to achieve this stuff, but maybe there's just a lot of kind of conflict that's holding you back. And then you also got the King of Cups, which has more Libra. You've got Libra 3 times here. And this also is Scorpionic energy as well. The King of Cups is somebody who is strong in the way that they feel, and they're very kind of obstinate. That's what it feels like to me. This person kind of looks like a bully with the ogre. He's an orc. I called him an ogre. This is someone who really feels strongly about things, and they don't hide it. They let you know how they're feeling. So to me, what this feels like is you have been fighting for something for so long and just trying to be your own person and do what you want to do, but you've got somebody who's a very strong influence in your life that maybe you feel like for some reason you can't stand up to, and it is causing you to feel a little bit directionless and like you're kind of, trapped and backed into a corner, and like you're gonna drown. This Kraken's gonna take your boat down to the bottom of the ocean, and you're just you're drowning. And I don't mean to laugh. That's just kind of a nervous tick that I have. Moving down to this next row, you got the Hierophant, you got the 7 of Pentacles, followed by the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. So lots of 7s here. The Hierophant here talks about, to me, it's, someone making a judgment call here. This person is kind of overseeing these two people and being like, listen, this is the decision that I've made. You may have these two opposing views, and this is what's really right. This is what is going to happen. This is what I say. It's like a judgment. It's not the judgment card, but it's kind of like a legal thing. The Seven of Pentacles, to me, you know, this person really is just waiting for their crops to be in full bloom, ready, you know, ready to go. He's planted these pentacles. They're almost there. You can see that they're pentacles, but he's just waiting. He's absolutely waiting on them. So, you know, be patient. It takes a long time sometimes for stuff to really take off, and you got to put in the groundwork and work really hard. The Seven of Wands, you feel like you have to defend what it is that you have and what it is that you feel. You know, you're sticking up for yourself and saying, this is what I believe in, this is what I want, and this is how I'm gonna get it, and you can't tell me otherwise. All right, I'm the boss. I'm in charge of my own future. I am in charge of my own life. And then with the Seven of Cups, you've got the options. You see all of the options here. You've got endless possibilities, but it also can be a little bit overwhelming because it's like, well, there are so many different things and there's pros and cons to each of them. So, you know, you may want to dip your foot in and try out a bunch of different things, but stand fast in, you know, what you believe to be what you want to do. Don't let anybody else tell you what it is that you want, because you honestly can do whatever. You've got the Ace of Cups coming up next, which is an offer, not necessarily of love. It doesn't feel like love to me. What it feels like is an overflowing amount of support. So, you know, you're going to find people that will support you. It may even be this person that you perceive to be this scary orc type of figure that, you know, you're kind of afraid to say, hey, look, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I want to do. But ultimately, when you do that, you're going to find that they actually have a lot of support for you. And if they don't, if this person is not supportive, whenever you do finally detach and go off on your own, you're going to find a really good support system that's going to say, hey, look at all this love, all this emotion, all this support, all this energy that you need, this healing energy I have for you. So definitely somebody, it could be a water sign as well, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We are known for being very empathetic and supportive. And so this feels like, okay, to me, this kind of feels like your journey, you know, that we're going on here. You felt trapped, you felt like you work really hard, but you're kind of backed into a corner because this person just has such strong opinions and kind of wants to have control over your life. But you're saying, hey, look, this is my life. This isn't your life. So this is how it's going to be. I've been working on this for such a long time, and I'm finally starting to barely see the fruits of my labor, and I'm going to defend it to the death that I can do what I want to do. And I'll show you. And I'll show you everything. This might not be speaking about your options. This might be like literally, this is all the stuff that you create, and you're showing this person here. This shadow could be this orc, and it's like, hey, look, like I have all of these things going for me, but you want it to be your own way. I've found a support system for me. And then you're going to come into your Queen of Pentacles here, where this could very much be representing an earth energy person. So you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be talking about your material success, but this Queen of Pentacles, she's got her coin, and you know, to me, the expression on this person's face, it just feels like they're not very happy with what they have. Like, yeah, this is the definition of what success is supposed to be, and this is what you told me I was supposed to be, but how come I'm not happy? Because your definition of success is different. So you don't want to be in this energy where you do something so that your material world is abundant. You need to step back. You need to rest. This Four of Swords energy here. You need to rest and, you know, not let Not let the other people, the outside influences here, bother you. And you go within and you put your things here up on the wall and what you believe in, and you sleep on that and you say, look, this this whole reading to me just feels like, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you who I am, and you're just trying to make me something else. But whenever you go within and you rest and you reject what it is that this person wants you to be, because it's not what you want to be, and you're like, look, I don't want your definition of success, all right? You're going to come out the other side just happy and feeling like a kid in a candy store, just super happy. The sun can literally be like Leo energy. It's warm and it's confident and it's inviting and it's playful. And you've got this kid on the horse here. It's like your inner child. You really want to let your inner child out here and your passions, what you're passionate about. And down to the Two of Wands here, you know, you're taking this option and you've got the world in your hands here. This person's looking out like, all right, I've got the world, I've got my staff here, I'm going to be going. Whereas this one over here, what it feels like for me, this wand represents what that other person wants you to do. And it's very limiting. Like, this is literally bolted to the wall here. Like, yes, this is a form of success and whatever that may be, but it is held back. It is bolted to this wall here, and it's not what I want to do. I want the endless possibilities, and this is the choice that I'm going to take. I've got the whole world in my hands, and I'm going after what I am passionate about. The wands represent our passions, so this definitely feels like you're going to be taking a stand and being like, hey, this is what I want to do. If you're not here for it, then leave me. I really don't care. Next, we've got the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So this is definitely energy to me. It feels like, listen, I know what I want and I'm going to speak my truth and there's nothing that you can do about it. The Knight of Wands is, yeah, just fighting for what you're passionate about and going full in, charging into battle with what it is that you believe. There's no way that the rest of these cards could clarify this anymore, but we're gonna go for it, okay? So next you've got the Seven of Swords, which could be sneaky energy. So maybe the way that you need to get away from this person is to literally just pick up and leave. Just leave it all behind and not say a word to them. And then you've got the Eight of Cups, which is also about moving on, moving forward. This person is walking away from all of these cups here. You know, you see all these options, all these possibilities that everybody else is telling you that you should have. And you're like, nope, I know my own path. I'm walking away from all this because you don't know what you're talking about. Into the Two of Cups here, which is harmonious, which is, you know, it could be about love, but it's, you know, about two people coming together, agreeing on something, and it's a mutual thing. So, you know, even if you pick up and walk away from this person, I think it's going to be okay and they're going to respect you for it, or you're going to find somebody who's going to accept you for your weird quirks and your passions and the stuff that you are interested in. Then you have the Five of Pentacles here, which is represented by this wilting rose, which, you know, you could have a rough start. I know you've been working hard to have all the fruits of your labor pay off, but you could be in a state of, you know, not really having everything you need right at the moment, but I think it's a matter of perseverance because you've got the Chariot next, which is about moving forward. And this horse on here has a pentacle around its neck. So it's like, yeah, you may go through some hard times, but ultimately you're moving forward and you're going to come out with the success that you deserve. High Priestess is next. Yep. You make your own destiny. All right. You choose what you want your future to be, and you're going to stand strong in it. It definitely feels like that. And then you've got the Five of Cups here, which can be about emotional disappointment, maybe feeling a little bit lonely. To me, this feels like, you know, you're reflecting on your past and the people that you've had to cut out of your life so that you can pursue this dreams. And yeah, it's always sad to lose people, but those are people that you know, each person that comes into our life is a lesson. And then you have the Mother of Cups here, which is the Queen of Cups. And, you know, this is about emotional maturity. This is about knowing who you are. This is about telling people how it is. You see how this swan is like pointing, like, look, this is the way that it is, okay? And I feel good about it. So ultimately, I don't know if any of this made sense, but it does feel like you've worked really hard and you felt tied down by something or someone, and you really need to let loose and be yourself. And I think if you just stand up and you let them know that you don't want their version of success, you're going to have that support, and you're going to be able to come out of your shell and do what it is that you love. Be patient, because you know, the material success that you're looking for isn't going to happen right off the bat. It is about hard work, which you know about, but this is your overarching, I don't know which way that's supposed to be said, is the hard work. Your hard work is paying off. So just keep working hard, keep working at it, and be true to yourself. And don't let other people tell you what you're supposed to be. And I think you will be perfectly fine. So yeah, pile 1, that was for you. Let me know if you chose this pile, if any of that resonated with you. And again, if you would like a personal reading that is specific to you, then let me know. I'll leave my contact information in the description down below. Pile 2s, hello, how are you? That was weird. I started saying pile 2 and my timer was like 2, 2, 2, 2. So pile 2, you got a bunch of 2s here. So I pulled from 6 different decks, and we're going to be looking at, this is your Moonology Oracle card. So it's going to be the overarching, overreaching, over however you say that kind of theme. And then the Star Child Tarot, which, or Crystal Child, I don't remember what it's called. The Star Child Tarot. Just some overall themes. So for your Moonology, you got the full moon in Libra, which is a win-win outcome is forecast. So that definitely is very positive. It speaks of balance. I really like the purple pink imagery in here. So this is a very nice card in my opinion. And then you got the 3 of Crystals, which is the 3 of Pentacles from the Star Child Tarot. So this definitely feels like some sort of teamwork and balance and things really working out for you. So this automatically feels really good. I'm going to read from the Star Child Tarot what this 3 of Crystals means, because I like the explanations that are in this book. For the rest of it, I will be going off of strictly my intuition and the imagery. But yes, here we go. The 3 of Crystals is an indication that you have reached a state of accomplishment after all of your hard work. With this new insight, you understand the steps that you need to take in order to maintain your success. The 3 of Crystals also signifies great skill, passion, and the manifestation of creative projects. It is also an acknowledgement and appreciation of teamwork. What did I say? Friendship and collaboration. You are not someone who comes off as superior to others. Rather, you appreciate the qualities that each individual has to offer. A great sense of wisdom, spiritual enlightenment, and modesty, which comes through an embodiment of unconditional love. Additional meanings are originality, determination, career, artistry, and collaboration. So yeah, with this win-win outcome and this pair, this definitely feels like a teamwork situation that is working out really, really well. Now there are a lot of cards here. You might not see all of them on screen at the same time, and so I'm just going to pick them up and read them for you. Now, the way that I laid these out in the first pile, I didn't like the way I did that, so I'm just going to read each set of cards as I lay them down. So first we'll go with this Spencer's deck here. So you got the Hierophant, you got the Magician, and you got the Sun. Wow. 3 major arcana right there. And if you're interested in the numbers, that's 5, 1, and 19. Dang. This is a big time in your life, huh? So with the Hierophant here, it's represented by this Voodoo Warlock, which is a very magical card to me. This is somebody who makes stuff happen. You know, with the voodoo doll here, you're making stuff, you're making people do what you want to do, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're manipulating anybody. To me, what I feel like is that it just kind of seems like everything is working out for you, so it feels like witchcraft, like what the heck is going on? And this has a little Taurus symbol, so You could be dealing with a Taurus, you could be a Taurus yourself, or just earth energy, just some energies that are with that. But that definitely feels like situations seem to go well for you. It feels like you're very lucky. Like things just tend to just work out for you for whatever reason without you really trying. Then with the Magician next, this card in this deck always makes me feel like this person feels like an imposter. Like, looks really magical, but kind of the look on their face to me says like, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm this thing, but do you really believe it? So again, it might be the too good to be true energy. And then the sun, which is the phoenix, which is rising from the ashes. So to me, it feels like you've been through quite a lot and you've kind of had bad luck through a lot of your life. So since you've been experiencing such good luck lately, it kind of feels like you're waiting for something to go wrong. But right now, you literally are a phoenix rising out of the ashes. So you've had a hard life and it was for a reason. It was to teach you what you needed to learn to be humble and to be able to appreciate the things that are now coming into your life. So this overall is very good energy to me. I love the way this energy is feeling. The Rider-Waite Tarot, you got the Three of Wands, you got the Eight of Swords, and you got the Page of Wands here. So with the Three of Wands, this could, again, with Three of Crystal here, be about a collaboration, you know, everybody combining their passions together and kind of starting a new journey. Sorry for wiggling the card around here. It looks like this person is standing there with their three pals, like facing the world, ready to take on anything. The Eight of Swords, you know, can talk about feeling trapped or maybe being blind to the situations around you. So you might want to be careful and make sure that the people in your life are who that they say they are. This could be a willful ignorance. For some reason, it feels like I want to say that as well. So, you know, while things are very good, be mindful that, you know, there could be somebody who is not having your best interest in mind, and you don't want to get caught up in that. And then with the Page of Wands here, this card makes me feel like you're hopeful for the future and you've got this new budding passion that you're excited about. And you know, you just want to get it on. Not get it on. I mean, maybe some of you want to get it on, but I mean, get on with your dreams, get on with your passions, and whatever this collaborative effort is, you're very hopeful about it, and it feels like a new, fresh start. So this overall is very kind of light energy to me. It feels very nice. Moving on to this tarot deck, which I forget the name of. What are you called? Ame tarot deck? It's like the Rider-Waite, but it's like black and gold. You've got the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords. Nope, that's not a seven, that's a six. The Six of Swords. The Hanged Man. The Emperor. Dang, you've got a lot of major arcana in here. Strength. Holy shit. And the Four of Cups here. All right, let's get into this, shall we? With the Four of Wands, this is a coming together, a celebration, things being hunky-dory, again, going into this whole collaboration, working out a win-win scenario. So it feels like whatever you have, it may be some sort of an idea, like you're starting a business with somebody. It definitely feels like a time of celebration, like you guys are on to something really good and you work well together and it's going to be a good time. With the Six of Swords here, this can talk about moving forward, you know, and okay, to me, tying this back to the Eight of Swords, this could be, maybe there are two people in your midst that you're going to get rid of and you're going to move on with the other six people, because there's just two people who really don't have the best interest of the group in mind. And so you're going to take the people who really care about this passion project and all of you are going to move forward with it and leave them behind. The Hanged Man is about gaining perspective. So, you know, if you're leaving people behind, you're taking a breather, you're really evaluating and making sure the people that you let into this project have the best interest in mind because you really care about this. Like, this is your baby and you really want it to be successful and to be something good and bring good into the world. And then you've got the Emperor here, which is definitely you know, you feel very strongly about whatever this is, and you're like, listen, either you're with me or you're not, okay? I'm not taking anybody who's gonna half-ass this. I'm not taking anybody who's gonna try and pull me down. Like, this is something that I take very seriously. This is my passion project, and we're all gonna work on this together, and if you're really not in it, then you need to go. And then you've got the Strength card. The person could be a Leo. That's what this card is. It could literally just be talking about having the strength to balls up and put your head in the mouth of the lion and just go for whatever this is. Go for broke is what I keep hearing. And then you've got the Four of Cups here. You may get offers. You may get offers from people who want to buy your company or your product or whatever it is because they see what you've started and they want to take it for themselves. And so they may be offering you, you know, a buyout or something. You're like, no, look, I'm not interested in this. Okay. This person does not look interested in whatever this little cloudly figure is offering. So it's like, you may have many offers that people just want to buy this because you have a great idea, whatever this is, and they want to have it for themselves. And you're just like, nope, sorry, can't, it's mine. It's mine. You can't have it. Go away. So overall, yeah, really, really good. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Wild Unknown Tarot really had a lot of stuff to say. 10 of Pentacles. Yep. This is a money maker. Whatever it is that you are sitting on, this is a freaking money maker. This is the thing. Do not settle for whatever these people are trying to offer you because they know that it's a money maker. And then, yep, you got the Eight of Pentacles as well. Again, it's about prosperity. You know, you've built your web. You have all this stuff that you have worked for very meticulously. It's all put in this place because, you know exactly how it needs to be ran. If you want something right, do it yourself. For some reason, that's what I want to be saying right now. So the Eight of Pentacles with the 10 of Pentacles right next to it. This feels like a very prosperous time. More Pentacles. You got more Pentacles. You got the freaking Four of Pentacles. Yeah, everything. This even has strings like the web. Everything that you have is carefully put into place. And it is all connected together, and it is a well-oiled machine. This looks like gears, like one thing does another. So there could be 4 core people in this group that really keep it going, but you know, this just feels like a lot of balance. Then you got the Four of Wands. We got a lot of even numbers here. Four of Wands. You've got your eye on the prize here. You've got your eye on the passion. This, you have cracked the code. You figured it out. This is what I need to be doing. This is going to do something. This is going to put something good out into the world. This definitely feels like a passion of yours. With the Five of Wands here, you're going to stand out. You are absolutely going to stand out. There's going to be a lot of things, you know, that are going to try to reach for you and take it away, but ultimately you're going to rise above. You're going to rise above whatever conflict there is, and you're going to come out of it looking real good. And then you also have the Eight of Swords here. So, you know, in order to become this butterfly, you might have to cocoon into yourself. And how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's those 7 swords down there, and then the one up here. So this, I feel like, represents your energy up here, this one sword, and you're going to hold on to this and work on becoming this butterfly. And these other people here, they may help you. They may try to take what it is that you have, but it ultimately feels like you're not going to let that bother you. You're taking your time and you are going to become that friggin' butterfly. And then you got, I don't know why that's in reverse. Oh, because I flipped them upside down. The Nine of Cups, which is about wishes fulfilled. And, you know, you've got all this emotional fulfillment, all this joy, and just freaking fulfillment, man. This win-win outcome, this feels super balanced. This definitely feels like it's going to work out in your favor. I think you need to follow your intuition, especially with this being a Cups card. That's water, that's your feelings. Follow your gut on this, because I think you know what's right. 10 of Swords. Watch out for the people that want to take you down. Watch out for the backstabbers, the betrayer. Really weigh the people that you have in your life and a part of this passion project, don't just let anybody in, because there'll be somebody it's going to pretend to be something else. Like, this bull is blinded by this sword. So don't let anybody have an illusion and be pretending to be something they're not. Be very, very careful. Actions speak louder than words. So, if somebody's got some flowery words, but they're doing something else behind the scenes, like, just pay attention. Don't take everything at face value. Really look into situations. And then you got the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, which to me just feels like, kind of naive a little bit. So when it comes to this person here that might be betraying you, this definitely feels like you might be a little bit naive to them. This may be somebody that you really, really trust, and you have those rose-colored glasses on. You're like, no, there's no way that you could ever be the one to do this. Like, you need to help me find who this person is. So I think you shouldn't tell anybody that you're looking for somebody who is dishonest in your group, and you should just keep tabs on your own and find out, because otherwise I feel like if you talk to this person who you think is your confidant, I think you're naive about this and they really are the one that is blinding you. And then last but not least, you have the Five of Swords here. You got to cut out the bullshit. You got this worm here that's now cut in half. You've got two. So it feels like somebody's going to be taking sides. There are going to be two sides in this matter, but you're going to be like, listen, we're cutting the bullshit out. I'm not listening to your flowery words. We're going to pick away all this this false stuff that you're telling me, and I'm going to pull out the truth here. This is what actually is going on, and we're cutting away, we're cutting away the stuff that you've been lying to me about and really looking at the facts. So I would say definitely some of you that are watching this need to take note of the people in your life. There may be somebody who's pretending to be something that they're not, but this magician being I feel like it's an illusion. There could be somebody pretending to be somebody that is of balance, but whatever idea it is that you have, it's going to be very prosperous and very good for your life. Definitely a lot of you are going to have some monetary success from this, and you're going to have a harmonious time, this win-win outcome. It doesn't feel like something bad is going to happen. Yes, it sucks when you have to cut people out of your life because they do stuff that's just not cool, but hey, ultimately when you're done with that person, you're going to feel so much lighter. So if you chose this pile, let me know if any of this resonated with you, and if you would like a private reading, please feel free to check out the description and reach out. And last but certainly not least, my pile threes here. How are you doing? Hopefully we have some great stuff for you. We're going to start off by reading your Moonology Oracle card and a card from the Star Child Tarot. These are going to be your overarching, I'm going to figure out how to say those words one day. Themes of your reading. Please keep in mind, again, this is general, so if it doesn't resonate with you, just leave it, take what does. So for your Moonology, you got you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay. And then you also got the Page of Swords here. I love the Star Child deck. It is so beautiful. So this definitely looks to me like somebody who's okay with asking for help or being the help to make sure that everybody's okay. I'm going to read from the Star Child Tarot for this because I like their messages, how they word things. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Enthusiastic, knowledgeable, logical, passionate. A renewed sense of vitality and energy is on the horizon. Now is the time to move forward with any plans that you have, regardless of the thoughts or views of those around you. Gosh, this is a theme in this whole entire video. The Page of Swords represents the beginning phase or initial steps of a venture project. There is also a naive sense of optimism that comes with certain risk-taking, which is sometimes necessary in searching for truth and potential success. Do not be afraid to take a leap into the unknown. There's magic ahead. A highly perceptive and discerning individual who is both ambitious and logical. You absorb information like a sponge and capable of understanding highly complex ideas. Yeah, okay. So this again feels very positive. Maybe Maybe you've been worried about money. Maybe you've had some people, 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 maybe you've had fall on some bad health, especially, you know, amid the coronavirus. There could be maybe somebody in your life has that, but it feels like here everything's going to be okay. That we're moving into a new phase in your life here where things are going to take a turn for the better. So let's start out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 cards from this Spencer's deck. You got the Ace of Swords, represented by Quetzalcoatl here. You got the King of Pentacles, the Fool, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Cups here. Okay. So with this Ace of Swords, it definitely feels like, just like this says, man, sword after sword. Okay, I got you. It definitely feels like a new beginning. Like there's a new outlook. You're learning how to express yourself and feeling very confident in it. And, you know, with the ace being like the beginning of something, this could go along with the naive outlook, you know. Definitely keep moving forward, but just be sure to make sure that you're not being too naive about things. The King of Pentacles, it's represented by this leprechaun here. There could be some greed involved in whatever is going on. Maybe, okay, what it feels like to me is somebody was either keeping something from you or making it hard for you to get something because they themselves were greedy. So maybe you weren't being compensated fairly for whatever you were doing for somebody, and you felt like if you said anything, your family was going to be in danger or they would go hungry or something. But this definitely feels like there was some sort of greed involved. The Fool here, you could have been deceived by this person where they make you feel like, you know, they're doing all these tricks and making it seem like they're on the up and up, but ultimately you can see through it and you can see that this is all just an act. They're just playing a role. They're just a jester. They're just trying to make sure that they can keep their coins. That really feels like their energy for me. The Four of Swords here, which is represented by the vampire. This could wow, literally be talking about an energy vampire, just somebody who, you know, wants to drain you for your resources. It just feels like they are sleeping content here after draining you. They don't care how it affects you. This definitely feels like there's some sort of a person that you need to get rid of. The Five of Swords here, which is represented by this angel. It feels to me like you really need to take some time and go within yourself and maybe even consult your angels or your spirit team, whoever is around you, so that you can get a better sense of calm and what it is that you really need to be doing, especially to get out of this situation with this greedy person who's just playing a role and sucking you dry, which is causing you to worry about your loved ones. And then you have the Page of Cups next, which is represented by this little goat dude here. And he's playing this little flute, and there's grapes all around him, and he's got a glass of wine. This looks like a period of relaxation. So once you're able to get rid of this person, I feel like you're definitely going to be relaxed, and like a huge weight is going to be lifted off of your shoulders. Let's get the Rider-Waite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards again. You got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, that says Knight. Okay, you got the Death card. You got the Emperor. Damn. The Five of Wands. Three of Swords. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, yeah, definitely. All right, definitely some sneaky energy going on here. Whoever this person is, they are very, very sneaky, and they're thinking that you're not going to notice, that they're fooling you with their tricks here, that you're just going to continue to let them drain you. But no, that's not it at all. You've got the Knight of Wands coming in here, and this definitely is somebody who is writing in and saying, hey, no more of this. You can't do this anymore. You could have a literal knight in shining armor that like comes to save you. Fire energy, so Aries, Sag, or Leo. Could be that person. This could be you. This feels like confidence. This feels like sticking up for yourself, and especially for your family. The Death card here talks about an ending and a beginning. It's a transformation. So this definitely feels like, to me, you're not gonna let this person step all over you anymore. You're saying enough. This, to me, this king here feels like a representation of this greedy person, because they've got all of the robes and the crown and the jewels here. Death is judging them and being like, hey, you're not doing this anymore. You're not taking, what was that accent? You're not taking from these poor people down here anymore. They're not naive little children. And when you take a stand for yourself, this person is probably going to be very explosive, but ultimately you're going to step into your emperor power, which is coming into your own and standing up for what you believe in and really taking care of you and your own. There's gonna be some conflict. You've got the Five of Wands here. That always represents conflict to me. So yeah, like I said, it's not gonna be easy. There's gonna be some pushback. You're really gonna have to stand up and fight for yourself, but ultimately it's important. It's very important. So this could be a third-party situation. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, so there could be kind of, some sort of betrayal. And I mean, with this sneaky energy here with this person, this definitely, it might break your heart, because you might not want to see this person for who they are. You might be buying into their illusion here and not see the greed and the vampire nature that they have. And so it might break your heart when you finally find out what this person has been doing to you. It's gonna break your freaking heart. But once you do that, once you break your heart and you're exposed to the elements here, then you can start to heal and you can start to protect those that you love. The swords being in the heart here, to me, that also kind of feels like, protecting the people that you care about, that you hold dear into your heart. We've got 3 cards from this Ame tarot deck here, which is basically the Rider-Waite deck, but it is black and gold. You got the Five of Swords here, again, conflict. You got the Chariot, moving forward. And you got the Ten of Wands, a burden. Yeah, I think you feel burdened whenever you do find out who this is and you pick up the pieces from this falling out. I feel like you're going to feel like it's your fault. Like the situation that your family was in was your fault, but it's not your fault. You need to release this burden. This burden is not yours to carry, okay? Everybody has those moments where they learn that they were taken advantage of, or they learn that somebody wasn't who they thought they were. And, you can blame yourself, or you can pick yourself up and move on and say, that person is not a good person and I'm cutting them out of my life. This burden is not yours to carry. You are doing the right thing for your loved ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot to close us out here. So, yep, 3 of Pentacles, hard work. It's going to be hard work, and you and your family are definitely going to need to work together to overcome this mountain. The Son of Swords, you're going to have to be confident in your words. You're going to have to step up and say, this is not right. You cannot do this to me. I need to protect my family. You've been taking advantage of us, and that is not right. You are not going to bleed us dry anymore. You're going to fight it out. It's going to break your heart, and then you're going to move forward. Definitely what that feels like to me. The Hermit, this can talk about going within. To me, in this deck in particular, it feels like being the light. And so you're in your shell here, but you're illuminated now. You see. You may be in your own little world here, but now the light is on and you can see the treachery that was here, especially if you just listen to your intuition. You've got the Father of Wands here. You're going to protect what you feel passionately about, which is your family, those you surround yourself with. The Lovers. Oh, this is a great card. This doesn't, have to be two people falling in love. This can just be a time of harmony. This can be a time of people coming together, of agreement, of just being happy. So it's like you're finally free. Like you can fly. Like you're no longer held down by all of this bullshit anymore. And then you've got the Mother of Pentacles. So you're going to guard what you have. Once you get past this greed, you're going to get what you have, and you're going to make sure that you take care of it and you keep an eye out and you protect you and your own. This definitely feels like a very protective reading to me. Yep. You got the Four of Cups here. You're guarding your cups. You're guarding your emotions. You're not going to let anybody in that easily after this. You're making sure to take care of you and your own. And the Father of Cups. Again. Yeah. Wow. And this is the King of Cups. So you're really going to come into your own here, and you are going to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand up for those in your life, and whatever it is that you're going through, whoever it is, this person that's bleeding you dry, that's being greedy and pretending to be something that they're not. If you go within, if you really listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, your guides, whatever it is that you believe in, and you stand up for yourself, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be fun. There's going to be some heartbreak involved. But ultimately, this person is very sneaky, and you need to get away from them. So I think when you do that, it's going to be okay. You and your loved ones are safe. So just trust that the universe is going to take care of you. Definitely be on guard. Don't let anybody just, tell you any old thing. But ultimately, I think you're going to be okay if you just stand up and don't let people take advantage of you. Let me know if any of this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I will have my contact information in the description down below. Please feel free to hit me up. I do work a full-time job, so if you do want a reading, it will probably be the following Sunday from when you hit me up, just because I'm off on Sundays and Mondays, so just be aware of that. But thank you for watching. Let me know if this resonated with you. If, just comment anything you want to comment, unless you're going to be an asshole. I mean, you can be an asshole too. That's fine. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me either way. Yeah. Subscribe, like, share.